Hello everybody, this is the Goofsome Fox coming at you with a new JBO2 testing video here, and this is going to be of the new suit, the Jegan HE Type, and yeah, we're going to jump straight into it here. It is a 550 cost general, surprisingly. Given the name and how it looks like his kit is, I thought it would be a support, but nope, it's a general, and it can be used on both ground and space. You got 18,000 mobile suit HP, 29 ballistic and 30 beam resistance. You got 13 melee resistance, which is pretty low, 35 range strength and 15 melee strength, 120 movement speed, 210 top speed, and 60 thruster gauge and 63 turning speed. So definitely looks more range based given the stats. For your part slots, you got 9 close, 16 mid, and 15 long range slots. You got melee priority level 2 on this suit. You got ground compatibility, so extra benefits on ground, and it is a 2-star suit. And looking at the equipment here, we got the Jegan beam rifle. That is the only weapon we can equip for this suit here. We got the blow enhanced 2 as your melee. I should mention too, 1,800 damage for the Jegan beam rifle, pretty much the same beam rifle we've seen plenty of times already. Blow does the same amount of damage and has your typical melee cooldown. We got the Jegan HE Type Vulcan Pod system. That is 100 power, 40 ammo, and 200 range. Yep, looks like your standard pair of Vulcans. Got the beam cannon. This is an ammo type beam weapon with 1,850 power, 3 ammo, and 400 range. Pretty nice. Staggers enemies on hit, so it's probably going to be a more standard beam cannon. Got the beam cannon times 2 discharge. 500 power, 4 ammo, and 450 range. Actually, this has more range than the single beam cannon. Must stop the fire, but has decent firing rate, so assuming it's a bit more of a rapid fire beam. Got the missile pod, and I'm assuming these have the flame effect or the napalm effect on them, given the little logo there. 300 power, 6 ammo, and 300 range. Yep, explosion continues over time. And you have the smoke grenade with 0 power, 1 ammo, 150 range, and creates a field of impact that grants stealth to allied units. So this is basically the same smoke grenade that the, the Protostar has. And for our skills here, we got Quick Boost level 2, Emergency Evasion System, Flight Control level 2, High Performance Balancer, High Spec AMBAC, Force Injector, High Performance Radar, Precision Selling, Precision Range, Pursuit Range Aux program increases. Okay, so this has the same skill that the mass production Double Zeta has. So yep, increased range weapon damage against toppled enemies. That's pretty cool. And special leg buffer and special shoulder add-on buffer. So it's probably gonna be for the cannons. And for the explanation from Char's counterattack MSV. And I'm going to leave that up there for a bit, in case anyone would like to read it. You can just pause it real quick and see. And yep, let's take it to port base here and see how this thing fares. Make sure I have it on 550. And yeah, looks like it's going to be definitely more in the supporting general kind of range for it. Because, yeah, more range strength and that low melee defense. Yeah, seems like I want you to say like in the back with this one, but we'll see. We'll see how much damage this thing can do. Alright. So, walking speed is a tad bit slow, that's to be expected. It can boost decently fast though. And I think you do have emergency evasion, so let's start with the beam rifle. Pretty decent damage there. Vulcans. Okay, so it takes about the whole thing to stun. I guess that's a pretty standard cannon. This says you have to stop. Okay, so that uses all your ammo, but gets you a stun. Okay, so do continuous damage. Actually, looks like it's kind of ready up pretty quickly. And that, yep, gives me stealth. Let's see, I think this only has, yep, 1 punch. Alright, pretty alright damage there. Let's see what our side is. Looks like a punch as well. Let's see, do we have a special downswing? Nope, we got the kick going on here. Actually does a pretty hefty amount of damage too. Can I hit somebody while they're down? Okay, so I can tap the Hyzak custom at least. Let's see, let's get another beam cannon shot in. Pretty good. It actually looks like, okay, so the discharge kind of reloads fairly quickly. That's pretty good. Okay, so the main thing we're going to want to test is going to be against toppled enemies here. So let's get some damage stats against the raid here, GPO2. Right, it's pretty good with the beam rifle. Vulcans also do pretty well. Okay, you can actually fire the beam cannon while moving, the single shot one. Okay. Wait for that to reload. Okay, so yeah, you can fire this while moving, that's pretty good. So you can't fire that while boosting. I'm gonna assume the only thing I can fire is gonna be, yep, the Vulcans. Alright, let's see here. So if I do this, and I go straight into the cannon, I can see if there's some extra damage there. Let's see, if I use, say, the beam rifle, 1,400, wait for that to ready up, and that's 2-2. Okay, so yep, so you do have some increased damage going off of that, so yeah, pretty cool. The only thing with that is it is going to require you to either rely on your teammates to move up for you, or for you to try to get in a punch. And I don't know, can you boost? Okay, so you can boost into melee, so that shouldn't be too hard then, to try to get some melee off and then go into your attack. Because you do have plenty of range weapons you can switch into while you're doing this, so what happens if I do that? Oh yeah, that can do a pretty hefty amount of damage right there, if you can try to land your shots off. That's going to be pretty good right there. Yeah, seems pretty standard overall, but I don't have too much to really say on this. See, let's come back over here real quick. Yeah, seems like a pretty alright suit. So that does that, and then if I do that... Okay, I got both of them with that. Yeah, I can definitely see there is a damage difference there, so maybe doing a range build on this would be very helpful, because then if you knock someone over, you can just get pretty hefty chunks of range damage off on toppled enemies. But it does have some good stuff going for it, at least, like the missile things are pretty cool, having like the napalm solid missiles. That's a pretty handy thing right there. So, let's see, instant stun beam rifle, which I totally missed. Vulcans are pretty good. Beam cannon you can fire while moving. Rapid. Got the napalm, which is pretty quick for staggering opponents. Then you got the added smoke grenades. That's going to be helpful as well. Yeah, definitely seems like it's going to be more like a supporting general, if anything. That's kind of the vibes I'm getting from this. They definitely wanted to kind of support teammates, because only one melee is definitely going to be a flaw with this, and it does also seem like it's a bit on the more fragile end almost, because lower HP and again just a lower melee defense. So it does seem like it's going to be fragile, at least when it comes to fighting in melee like range. But overall, I mean, I think this might actually be a pretty fun suit. I don't know if it'd be one worth getting though. That's my thing with this. Like, it seems so basic. I don't know. And considering Anniversary is coming up, this might be a skip for a lot of people. I don't think a lot of people are probably going to spin for this. I might enjoy it. I'll have to play it in actual matches to really see how good it's going to be. Because it might be a good suit, or it might just be a pretty standard suit. So, yeah, don't think I have too much else to say. So that's gonna do it for this testing video here. comment down below what you think about the what is this thing called? this new Jegan that I already forgot the name of. Yeah, the Jegan Heavy Equipment type. So yeah, comment down below what you think about this suit here, and remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And with that, I will see you all in the next one. Later.